What's up, guys? Welcome to AUD/USD update. Right, so this is the trade I gave you in the previous video and in the channel as well. All right, so this is what I was expecting them to do, right? To open and come all the way down in here. But remember, in the video, I specifically mentioned how we should start looking for buys anywhere in this zone, and they open. They go down, activate us, and then trade higher. So we're currently about 47 pips, 47, 48 pips, somewhere there in profit. Right, so let me just walk you through what got me into this trade. Right, so we need to also understand that today, the 4th of July, is a holiday, and I was not expecting movement at all in all USD pairs. However, this is the only pair that has been activated so far. Right, so as I mentioned, we've got this order block in here, right? We trade away from it, we come back to trade the mean threshold of that order block, right? Before us moving away and leaving, this candle is quite big actually, this high, which we can then start using, right, as a level where we can actually get into the trade. However, in my previous video, I did mention that we should actually be looking at this last close candle, because the movement that we have from here goes up, comes back down, goes up, but we have sort of like a dynamic move away from this candle itself. And looking at the sizes of these two candles, they're almost double the size of this candle. So I was watching how price was behaving when we got to this small candle. All right, so let's just mark that out. All right, there. Okay. That should do it. All right, and go into lower time frame. All right, so basically, I would have preferred if I had got a market structure break on the next lower time frame, which was the 30 minutes time frame in this case. But we don't get anything in here after trading into the order block itself. Right, let's go down one more time frame. Okay, right, the same thing is happening here. We have market trade down into the order block, right? They trade high up, right? And there they give us market structure, they break above, right? So I was actually waiting for a re-entry, right, at the beginning of London Q zone, right? So I was hoping that they would come, right, since they took out buy side liquidity, they'll trade into this zone so that they can have enough strength to trade this high, but that did not happen, right? This was going to be my second entry. All right, so let's go down one more time frame. Okay, there we go. Right, it's still the same market structure that we're seeing on the M5 time frame. Right, they come in to trade the order block, they trade higher. Our market structure is there. Okay, pardon me. Right, our market structure is right here. Okay, they trade high and close above the market structure. They attempted to come down a little bit, but they didn't, which also could not get me into my second trade. However, I was on the 1 minute time frame, right, which is my least favorite time frame, and usually the lower I go, right, the less risk I put on a trade, but it sort of pays in the end, looking at where the market structure is and where then you put your stop losses, right? So right there, we have them coming into the order block, right, which is this horizontal line here. They trade high above, right? You mark your market structure. Right, in this case, they come, they activate you. Once they activate you, right, where was I looking forward to take something off initially? Right, so if you remember in the video, right, I did tell you that if they're to come to activate you, they leave an area of a swing high. In this case, we have one right here, right? But also looking at the previous swing high that was created, we then get a relatively equal high right there, right? So the moment they come, they activate us in here, right? They trade higher. They don't take anything significant. You hold your trade, they come again. And the moment they go above this high here, you start taking profit. And where do you put your stop losses, right? Your stop losses will be just below here, because the market structure that you're trading is actually this one here. All right, and then let's take a quick look at how much movement they have had. All right, so we got activated in here. They went as high as 60 pips, right, as I mentioned in the channel. All right, but then right now they went back to around 49 pips, and when I started this video it was around 47 pips, somewhere in here. Right, so the reason why I'm giving an update on this trade is, let's get back to the H1 time frame. Right, so looking at the H1 time frame, all right, remember I had marked this guys out. All right, let me use. All right, I had marked this guys out in here. We have a pretty clear fair value gap, all right, and they have traded into it. Okay, but we're going to use our fibs to try and all right there. So that's the original fair value gap, right? So at the equilibrium, which we regard as the consequence encroachment of this candle, right? I'm actually watching this candle. I would not prefer for them to trade and close below the equilibrium point of this candle right there. But what they're doing right now is actually very, very good, right? We want them to, as they did in here, break above, right, come test it, and hopefully get enough strength to continue high. So as it stands, I have already advised you guys to take something off this trade and move your stop losses high if you manage to get into the trade. But I always make sure I make it clear for you guys what you're looking for and where you should be looking in order to get activated. And we have everything lining up on this trade. We are in this trade, and let's hope that they continue trading high. All right, so just a quick one in terms of what we see. All right, so since today, it being a holiday, all right, I was not expecting, as mentioned, a huge move like this. I was expecting something like, you know, would wake up, we go down, we do something like that, right? Something like that, and then eventually, maybe tomorrow, right, we get them coming below here, activating us, and then trading higher, right? However, they can do whatever they want today since it's a holiday. So make sure you guys pay yourselves, right? So that's it from me on AUD